The music of this is beautiful. I would almost just sit here and listen to it. It's so nice. I hope you all can hear it. Anyway. The last time I played this game was the end of December 2020, and I decided to try it again because that special someone in my life was asking about it, and I haven't streamed in ages, so I thought I would do a little bit. Yeah, woo! Okay, so we're going to play the main campaign, in which we must escape the clutches of the cult of Powerful and foil their attempts at world domination. The main campaign features a full tutorial for those playing Abandoned Ship for the first time. Well, it's been a year, so I'm going to do the tutorial again. And also, when I played it last year, I was very, very confused and couldn't do certain things. Couldn't figure it out. But, yeah. So this is my adventure through, because I tried this like 10 minutes ago, and the computer crashed. I think we'll go with easy, even though casual might be easier than easy, but I think easy should be fine. Yeah. Now I clicked, I think I have player generated names on, which is, I can't remember if that means I have to write in everybody's name or just mine, which is tedious. I'm not great at picking names, but I'll come up with characters, I guess. A wild chorus. The birth of a monster. In that moment, the final strand is cut, a burst of clarity. The horror of your recent existence dawns upon you. Escape is all you can think of. The tentacles flail wildly in the water. People drop to their knees, some through fear, others with adulation. Their god is manifest. You watch from your position of privilege on a private balcony. You notice your 2 bodyguards are distracted and enraptured. Strike them down. Flee this accursed place. Instinctively grabbing something, you smash it down on the head of the first guard. Shocked surprise registers on the second before he too is down. You are unsure whether they are dead or unconscious. You feel a drip from your fingers. You look down at your improvised weapon, a small idol of father. It is cracked and has cut your hand. You are drifting, but something inside snaps you back to reality. You have to move fast. The cells offer the safest route to freedom. You stride into the prison with feigned authority. No matter the place is unguarded in their moment of triumph. Escaping alone would be futile, so you grab the keys from the guard room and approach the prisoners. Who will you unlock first? Alright, we've got a navigator, bonus to performing ship maneuvers, gunner for reloading weapons, marine is a trained melee fighter useful for boarding actions, surgeon can heal crew outside of the sickbay, and the sailor repairs the ship at a faster rate. Now I can't remember what all these things are. Oh, we're the severed one. I can't remember what all these things... Oh, I'll tell you. But anyway, I would totally pick the marine because he's like gonna like help me escape, right? He's gonna be a fighter. Probably a navigator is probably good for a ship, and the gunner might be good. I think from experience, the gunner is probably good, but you know, you always gotta have a healer on your side, right? Peter Hardy. You and your new companion search through the labyrinthine passages. Finally, a door. Light seeps in through cracks in the frames. Look at this artwork. Like, look, it's just there. That's how beautiful is that? Burst through the door. You close your eyes for a moment as the sea breeze brushes your face. Looking down the winding path ahead, you see what you had hoped for, a ship at anchor. It was likely stolen and repurposed by the cult. Time to put it to better use. I love this story. And it's nice how, like, so it's the whole Lovecraftian thing, you've been mind-thinged. So you've, like, woken up right now. I don't need to know my past. Select a crew by left-clicking them. When selected, they will have an orange outline. That's me. Move crew by right-clicking. If you right-click somewhere on the deck of the ship, that person will climb on board. Boom. Look at him. He jumped. Look at him jump. Now move all the crew onto the ship. Navigator should helm, I think. Fighter, come on down here somewhere. And the surgeon, just whatever. I haven't figured that out yet. Left click, right click. Cut the ropes that attach the ship to the jetty. Select a crew member and right click on one of the ropes attached to the ship. Kaboom. 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 Right click, there we go. Jeez, that was challenging. I'm not really a fan of these like point and click ordering people to do stuff. Like, you know, I'm not very good at it. Efficiency and whatnot. Dozens of furious cultists charge the jetty as you pull away, a high priest at their head. His scream reaches your ears and drips with scorn. Heed me, betrayer! Our Father knows and sees you always! You will never escape his embrace! As he speaks, the other cultists disperse, no doubt to begin their pursuit on their own vessels. They'll be sending ships after us. Let's get out of here. Right, the coastal fortifications open fire on the ship as it leaves the jetty. Mortar shells incoming. So what should I do? What? Mortar shell has reduced a crew member to 0 health. When this happens, they become incapacitated and gain a negative physical trait. Once incapacitated, you have a short time to stabilize them. When a crew member is stabilized, they will remain unconscious throughout the battle. If you do not stabilize them in time, they will die, but don't worry, in this one instance we'll freeze the time before that. Continue. So, come here. Come here. Left click, right click, right? Surgeon stabilize faster. The barrage has damaged the ship hull. In the bottom left of the screen is a bar that shows the hull health. If this bar is empty, then the ship will sink. During combat, in the bottom right of the screen, the sections and their individual health are displayed. Section health influences the performance of everything in that section. Yellow health means it is 50% effective, red health means it won't function at all! Your crew can repair ship section. Select a crew member to move the mouse cursor into the circled area. Right clicking, crew to repair. Repairs will go fast and the crew now repair. Okay, so you can help them. I mean steer. It's a boat. Healing crew. Barrage also injured one of the crew. Crew health can be seen around the icon above their head. I see. So this fella's a bit sick, but only a little bit. He can heal himself if the doctor's too busy, so I guess I'll go helm the ship. It's not over yet. Take cover. Got holes. We've been hit by a weapon that causes hull cracks. These splinter the deck and make the ship take on water. There is a water gauge above the hull health. Oh, this thing. If this reaches the top, the ship will sink. This snouts the ship's bell. This will warn you when your water gauge has reached critical levels. The bell will also sound when your hull health is dangerously low. Act decisively when you hear the bell as well. Go help. Go help. Oh, he's done. Damn, too slow. Okay, you can lower the water level by manning the pumps at the back of the ship. Select a crew member and right click on the water pump to man the water gauge is empty. Okay, so we've got to repair stuff and take the water out. We're nearly out of range. One more barrage is incoming. This is brilliant, isn't it? We've been struck by a weapon with flaming ammunition and the fire has broken out. Fires damage sections and injure crew. They will spread unless your crew will extinguish them. So select a crew member and move the mouse cursor over the fire. When it turns into a bucket of water, single right click and you'll start to extinguish. He's repairing stuff. Oh no, it's this one. We're out of range. Stay alert then. Click the highlighted button to go to the installation. See, I don't know if I had that button before. I must have, right? Ooh, this looks so different. Because that's it, I think it randomly generates the map every time you play. I think that's, yeah, well, maybe that's one. This is the exploration mode. You move your ship by clicking on an area. If you prefer, you can hold down the mouse button and your ship will move toward wherever your position mouse cursor. So like, woo, woo, don't crash. Woo. Okay. Oh look, fish. You can see the whole map by clicking on the highlighted button. Oh yeah, I remember this. The surrounding frame marks the limits of your exploration. Beyond them lies tumultuous seas far too dangerous for a captain to travel or to return from. Reach new areas by navigating through well-mapped safe passages known as gates. You must now escape through the gate currently highlighted at the bottom of the screen. For now, the others cannot be opened. Return to the exploration view by clicking on the highlighted button. Let's get closer. Navigate over to the gate at the bottom of the map. Use the button to view the whole map if you need to remember where it is. Rocks. What's that do? Well, 10 something. I think that healed the The gate is locked. Locked gates can be opened by completing a set number of events. There is an event marker at the gate. This will trigger the event. A patrolling cult ship has stumbled upon us. Man the guns, we owe them no mercy. This is good. You know, it's always annoying when you have to do tutorials after playing it once before, but I wouldn't remember otherwise. Remember the lessons you've learned so far? No. Man the cannons facing enemy. One crew member can man an entire battery of cannons. Left click a crew member. And right click on the cannons to man. He's driving. Oh, fix it. Fix the hole. Weapons will reload if someone is manning them and the section health is not in the red. Keep the cannons manned until their reloading bar turns blue. Weapons will... Okay. Now the weapons are loaded, open fire. Left click on the weapon button. The mouse cursor will turn and right click to confirm. Fire 2 barrages at the enemy. Weapon not loaded. Ah! I was too busy making repairs. Oh, that guy's back to life. I thought he was You can set a weapon to auto-fire by right-clicking on the weapon button. Auto-fire can be toggled on each weapon. Oh! Pause the game by pressing the spacebar. You can also click the oh! I didn't finish reading either of those instructions. Once you dismiss this message, you can issue orders while the game is paused. Make use of this if things are spiraling out of control. Yes, thank you. I will read that. Each crewman has a speciality. Crewman assigned to the specialist role will confer bonuses. This efficiency will often mean the difference between glory and the briny depth. Hover the mouse over their highlighted icons in the bottom left of the... I didn't understand that. Right. Hover the mouse over their highlighted icons in the bottom left of the screen to see their skills. Right. I get 2 of everything. He's got 3 of whatever that is. Dodge. If you hover the cursor over the enemy sections, you will be given information on their status and loadout. You will only see this information if you have the right... Oh, you're not letting me read it all! You can hover the mouse over any object or UI element to gain additional information via a tooltip. When you've issued your orders, unpause the game by pressing the spacebar and left-clicking the button. What's this do? Sure shot. I feel a little overwhelmed. Right, they're gonna shoot. I suppose one of you should fix the... Alright, let's see what happens. We want to get close to the enemy ship. The distance bar on the far left shows away from them. You can set your target distance by clicking on the buttons. Click on the highlighted button to move to close range. The ship cannot perform maneuvers or change distance unless someone is manning the wheel. Swivel guns. The enemy wants to keep a distance from away from them. In the top right of the screen is the enemy section. We can capture them if we damage their mass section. Ban the chain shot swivel gun and get it loaded. This is why you want the gunner, because he's got faster on that. Weapons will only reload with fire. Chain shot can only aim at sails, but deals high damage to the enemy. It's ready to fire left, clicking the weapon button to select it. Moves the crosshair over the sails, and the crosshair turns right. Right click. Keep firing chain shot until the enemy mouse is damaged. So that means it's doing the auto thing, right? So do it. Damaging their mass section into the red made it easier to capture. Now you're at close distance, but others will be running over your range. This one is grape shot, anti-personnel weapon, manning to get it. Alright. Oh, he's healing. Is he? Oh, nice. He's healing. Oh, heal. Now go shoot him. Damaging the mass, yeah. I did. Left click. Let's ram the enemy. You can perform special maneuvers like this when the maneuver bar is... What's the maneuver bar? The maneuver bar is charged with some of the 9 commands and the high navigation. What's the maneuver bar? Now the bar is fully charged on the maneuvers become available when you press the button to ram. Ramming damages the enemy. Uh-oh. One moment. Certain actions like ramming cause a brace for impact. Experiment test means crew falls on the deck temporarily interrupting the crew. When a brace occurs, the highlighted button will become active. Press it in time for the noise refill test. This is your first time in the trip. Okay. Kaboom! The enemy failed their brace, and the impact even caused one of their crew to come forward. They can ram the winch and ram the ship away. They then make it time to ground. One way to fire out the crew and the short time. Exciting stuff. Are we all doing? I wonder if we maybe don't want this on. We always aim it at the helm. Just gotta wait. Grab what you can and be quick about it, more ships will be on their way. At the end of a battle you are able to salvage anything of value. In this tutorial combat the enemy did not react as aggressively as they would normally, so be prepared for a tougher fight next time. Okay, well we'll take that, thank you. You don't need to worry about repairing your sections or healing your crew, that happens automatically when you go back to the exploration map. As long as you have water pumps, going back to exploration mode will automatically empty your water gauge too. Navigation open. To complete the space, left click on the bridge to leave the exploration map. Beautiful. This is the world map. It shows which other exploration areas you can travel to from your current gate. Travel between maps has a supplies cost. Left click on another map to set your destination. You announce to the crew that you need to take stock and are not to be disturbed. In the captain's cabin, you find some clean clothes, most likely belonging to the poor previous occupant before the cult had their way with the ship. It feels good to finally be out of your flowing ceremonial robes. You stow them neatly away, knowing they may yet have their use. Examine yourself in the mirror. Oh, do I get to make myself now? You don't even recognize the face looking back at you. You are. Were you. All you're certain of is run away by a being you there. Some spark within you pierced the fog of your blind devotion. Now you must kindle it, if you're to have any chance of remaking yourself. Then, the hunt for answers and revenge can begin. Oh, I'm going to be a bit younger. Oh, look, I can be a chick. I'll be a chick. You are one. Once devotion to Father was all the future you needed. Now something has changed. You are no longer an unquestioning, crucial part of the whole. Now you are severed and free. You can edit your name in the crew management menu. You re-emerge onto the deck and the crew snap to attention. We may have escaped, you begin, but we are not yet safe. We must make it, then go after. Your cabin and slip into a chair. Moments later, a strong undercurrent of exhaustion pulls you into a deep sleep. Still loved and always in his thoughts, you were the first. But he knew something within you had changed. Thus you were marginalized, became a symbolic icon with no real power. You didn't care. Something in you was gaining strength, little by little. The fog was clearing. Continue, please. Yes, thank you, thank you. A sharp knock on your door snaps you awake. Moments later, you stride back on deck to issue commands. The culprits before you can find a port. Okay, review your ship. Hit the highlighted buttons to your ship. Now this is the bit that I definitely didn't get before. Lone ship view. Allows you to change your default settings that will be used in combat. Press the button on the distance bar to set your preferred range. In combat, this will mean your ship will automatically try to reach that distance. Saving your crew positions mean they will start combat in your chosen place. Arrange your crew into the most optimal locations and press the highlighted button to save their location. Right, navigator is driving the ship. You can man the gun. You can man... Well, I think we want this gun, right? Where's the other fella? If you ever need to return your crew to the saved locations, you can press the highlighted button. Okay, the highlighted button can be used to bring the ship about. In battle, this can only be performed if your maneuver bar is fully charged. Here you can set your preferred side to face the enemy when you start a battle. This can be useful if you equip each side with different styles of weapons, such as one with short range and the other with longer range weapons. Okay, yeah, I kind of remember that. There is a lighthouse in the distance. Press the highlighted button to see where it is located. Oh look! Lighthouses have their surrounding fog of war removed, so are visible upon map entry, containing detailed charts of the local area, as well as providing a high vantage point. Sailing into the event marker next to a lighthouse will remove all remaining fog of war in the map. Sounds like a good plan. You must continue trying to escape the cult by fleeing from the exploration map. Locate the exit gate and complete the required number of events to unlock it. If you sail to the lighthouse first, that will help you explore the area. You are in great danger while you are so close to the cult fortress. Leave the area. Get the fish. Land. Whoa! Nope. That's a monster. What's this? What's that? Looks like treasure. Escape through the gate. Their teeth. Looks like monster. We have to do 4 events, I think. Is that what that means? Or can I just go down this way? I don't want to face any monsters. The teeth. Your early days as a cultist come to mind, days spent testing the shape and strength of your newfound devotion. Racked by existential doubt, you throw yourself from the pinnacle, like so many acolytes after you, into the rocky waters below. You emerged reborn, ignorant of the legend your rite of passage would become. Coming back to your senses, you notice a body bobbing in the water. Only the most fanatical or sadistic would still force neophytes under their tutelage to prove their love to Father in this way. What? Okay. Body, yeah. Uh-oh. The body is clinging to a rock, anger flaring in his eyes. You miss the start of his shouted rant directed at you. It appears he has assumed you are part of the cult. You listen intently to his diatribe, assessing his allegiance. He signed up with his friends. Their leader and his cronies brought them here to test their loyalty. The first of his friends jumped willingly, dying to the sounds of cultist laughter. It was then he realized his mistake. The rest, hesitant and afraid, were pushed. He was the only survivor. You've heard enough. You inform him that you flee the cult, having shed their blood to escape. You promise him that he'll have his own chance for revenge if he swears to serve as part of your crew. He willingly agrees, and you haul him aboard. His desire for vengeance will serve you well. Noish. Yep, so that's 1 out of the 4. So let's see what that one is up here. No monsters. I don't want no monsters. Well, I suppose I should so I can learn, right? Oh, that's a monster. Ah, let's just click on and see what happens, eh? An imposing cult fleet is spread wide across the waters. Are they searching for you, or merely pursuing some other ominous errand? Either way, the closest ship changed course to intercept you. We must flee. Attacking now would be suicide. The cult ship is either brave or stupid, but either way, none of the other ships from the fleet have joined its assault. Have I got to fight? Okay, right, we're fighting for real. Well, they're already manning the ships. Why is this fella over here? Oh, because he hasn't been assigned her. No, you help over here, I think. We have to get in range. So we should go faster now, right? Oh, I did that one on the right. I guess until we take them out, until we actually take out the thing and want to move closer. Oh, okay. Speed up the gun thing. Maybe we'll get away. Maybe I do want to move closer. We'll go back to the helms. I just wanted this to reload. crew comb eagerly through the debris for anything of value. One of them nearly falls overboard, but is hauled back in by his cackling mates. Alright, that went alright. That went well. Ain't so bad after all. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Sailing my ship. Sailing my ship. How many? So, hang on, yeah, can I go? Does this mean this one's open down here? I'm sailing. No, there is luck. It's just luck. Alright, alright. Ooh. A cult ship has been doggedly pursuing you for a while now. It's small but light, and it's slowly gaining. Through the spyglass you see a familiar face manning the helm, and your heart sinks. Samuel's parents were some of your first initiates, and when they perished you ensured the orphan was well looked after. Even after all these years, you imagine he still looks up to you. You remember proudly watching as he was given command of his first ship. It didn't matter that it was a raggedy, workmanlike vessel. The same ship pursues you now, although he has clearly upgraded it in the meantime. What does he seek? Knowing Samuel, he probably has questions. You slow the ship, allowing him to move closer. Samuel, no thanks to you, was always devout, so you're not sure what you can say that will sway him to your cause. But there is a bond there, one you might yet use to save him. You watch as his ship closes, his expression unreadable. Once in range, he doesn't slow. It is then you realize your sentimentality has cost you. Samuel only has retribution in his heart. He probably thinks he's redeeming your soul. You resign yourself to battle. Alright guys, let's do this again. Come on everybody, we're gonna fight tonight. Slow start. Now do I have to Poor Samuel, he's gonna die. He's definitely gonna die. Medical bill. I don't know if I care though. I'm gonna ram them now. Seemed to work pretty well last time. Oh, not quite dead. You could see the look of betrayal in Samuel's eyes. He did not surrender, nor give up until you had paid for your transgression. As he fell, the look on his face said it all. Why? You can't ever remember having family, and friendships were not encouraged in the cult. But Samuel was dear to you. You can't stay here, and as you tell the crew to forget about the salvage, you struggle to keep your voice level. Oh, no salvage? You drop to your knees. It feels like a lightning storm inside your skull, and you sense a massive, ancient intelligence emerging from it. Scanning the horizon, you see an unnatural disturbance in the water, and it's approaching fast. Full speed ahead. Okay. Really? Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh god, you can see it. It's coming. Oh. Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh, it's faster than we are. Can I lose it if I go around some rocks? Can I confuse it? Ooh, it's gonna get us! It's gonna get us! You can't avert your eyes as the royal closes the distance. Whatever it is will be upon you in mere moments. Yeah. Oh, there be monsters. You're not prepared to best such a beast. Fight it off and flee. When your maneuver bar is full, press the flee button to initiate your desperate retreat. The bar around the button will fill up. Once it's full, your ship will successfully flee the area. Sever the tentacles. Okay. Ow. Ow. Now flee before it attacks again. If you don't flee in time, you'll be repeatedly attacked. This bar will only charge if someone's managed to ship freedom. So you just gotta keep someone on the all the time. Coming back. Alright. Flee! Oh gosh, this still has to load. Oh, this is pissing me off now. I'm trying to. Right, click on him and then I click on him. It keeps telling me to flee, but I can't. You've wounded the creature and escaped. The Kraken will need time to recuperate your ship. There be monsters in this water. Does that not count? Does that not count as an event? Let me in. Alright, so I'm gonna go all the way over here. I didn't realise that you had to do all of them. Thought we could like a distant cult ship has been spotted. You lean both hands against the rail and stare at the vessel with unwinking concentration, watching as it maintains its divergent course. It looks like they haven't seen you. Make straight for the enemy, engage them, keep the tiller steady. They have no reason to suspect us at this distance. Yeah, avoid them. Alright. I mean, the fights are fun, but I ain't risking my ship. Risk my ship? It's quite nice. Quite peaceful. That's lovely. Right. Oh, what have I done? Okay. I don't understand. It's just two views. Okay, right. So here's where I'm going. Now the danger has passed. The crew bombard you with questions. You feel responsible and share what little you know. That creature, the cult worship it. It's part of what they call the Great Project. You be focused on reaching port as quickly as humanly possible, for their sake and yours. so pretty. The dull ache in your head recedes slightly, and you realise you can't remember a time without it. You feel more like yourself again, and wonder what it will take to banish the ache entirely. The charts you found in the captain's cabin show a nearby port, land, safe from nocturnal monsters. Find a port where you can be safe. The arrowhead around your ship is a compass that will point to the nearest hidden point of interest. The compass will not point towards things that have been uncovered from the fog of war. Will not point towards things that have been uncovered from the fog of war. If you follow the arrowhead now, it will take you to the nearest port. Okay. I don't understand that point of that. Why will it... Once the ship is docked, the crew are seemingly reluctant to part ways. After all, they would all still be prisoners of the cultists, or worse, without you. You suggest a farewell drink in the nearest tavern. The first round is solemn, each unable to stop dwelling on their own morbid thoughts. Another round? The drinks flow and the tension eases. As another empty tankard is banged on the table, the crew make life pledges to you. You manage to secure a cheap room with plenty of beds upstairs. Once you've slept it off, you can all part ways. Your head aches, more than it should, and unease creeps through your body. Heavy mead is a different story to ceremonial wine. Should we call it a night or another round? Well, his head's aching, let's call it a night. Tentacles grasping from every angle, no escape. They predict your every movement, attracted unerringly to you like a compass to polar north. Wrapping slowly around you, they pull you inexorably down, 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 deeper and deeper. You jolt awake, clammy, head pounding with the rum, surely, yet it feels more familiar than that, more insidious. Something within you cries out, and then so do you, an incoherent scream. Your crew stir from their beds just as the door flies off its hinges, two shadowed forms crossing the threshold. To arms! Luckily, none of your crew were hurt. The pain in your head subsides. The two corpses are Halifron, a nightmarish conjoining of man and sea creature. Superstitious folk tales made real. You've seen them before, but the crew clearly never imagined they would. Downstairs, the innkeeper is dead. The first hint of dawn looms upon the horizon. Slip warily through the streets, back to the ship. In your cabin, angry discussion rages about the Halifron while you sit silent in contemplation. You know, in your heart of hearts, that hiding is pointless. Land offers no haven. The cult will not rest until they have you and all free men under their yoke. This is a problem only solved by shot, steel, and willing hearts. Your best and only chance is to strike a crippling blow to the cult, to kill the Kraken. Tell them what you know. The crew stop and listen intently when you speak up. You explain that the Halifron have always been out unseen and preying on those who stray too close to the night. You tell them of your headaches and how you feel there is some connection between those creatures, the Kraken, and yourself. Tell them of your intention to fight. You plan to go on the offensive, to cut the head off the sea snake is met with a mixture of admiration and amusement. They are heroes of old, hunting mythological sea monsters. You cannot force them to join you on what may be a suicide mission, and despite their regret, you leave. What? I lost my crew? That's because I didn't drink with them. Bloody hell. I was just... I had a headache, I'm sorry, I needed sleep. Shit. It is just you now. You have little time to prepare for your mission. Your first step is to visit the shipwreck before recruiting some more crew. Perhaps Coin will buy a greater loyalty. I fucking saved their lives! I took 3 of them out of the prison, and one of them was going to die on the rocks, and they can't stay with me. Fuck. Oh, that's it. You got a drink, don't you? The shops are where you can purchase new weapons and upgrades, obtain supplies, repair your ship, or purchase a new one. The golden supplies are found here. You can repair your hull by clicking one of these buttons. Your hull can only be repaired in port. On this occasion, we have repaired your hull for free. Right, to buy weapons and upgrades, drag them onto the correct slot on your ship. Purchase the mortar by left click, dragging it onto the empty slot on your ship. When it is over the correct slot, release the mouse button to buy the weapon. Releasing the left mouse button before it reaches the empty slot will cancel the purchase. Okay, let's get some mortar then. You can sell weapons and upgrades by dragging the slot on your ship to the sell box. You get a reduced amount for selling things. Okay. Let's increase... I swear it didn't tell me this. Let's increase the number of cannons in one of our batteries. More cannons equals more damage. Click the plus symbol on one of your cannon batteries. Lovely. If you want a reminder of the weapons on your ship, hover your mouse over an occupied slot and a tooltip will explain what it is. Now click on the highlighted tab to check out the upgrades and supplies. Okay, so that's the chain shot for the mass, that's just round shot, that's the grape shot for the peoples. We have it on both sides, that's fine. Okay. Upgrades improve your ship. You can buy and sell upgrades in a similar way to weapons by dragging them to the correct slot. You can buy and sell supplies in the highlighted box. Clicking the minus button means you will sell supplies and receive the displayed amount of gold. Similarly, click buy. Okay. So sell for 5, buy for 20. Section upgrades. You can improve the sections on your ship by dragging your chosen upgrade into the corresponding slot on that section. You can upgrade the section's armor, resistance to hull cracks and fires, repair speed or performance. Performance improvements can be different per section. The helm will charge your maneuver bar at an increased rate. A higher mass level will make your ship move faster when changing distance. An upgraded 6th bay is quicker at healing crew. You can browse new ships to purchase by selecting the highlighted tab. When you have finished in the shops, press this button to leave and return to the main port. Okay. Performance, improve section performance. Oh, I see. Deck reinforcement, sustain more damage, fire resistance, hull crack resistance, and repair speed. Okay, let's try this. Let's get a little more performance on the helm. Did that work? I don't know if it did that. Okay, I feel dumb now. I don't know if that worked. It must have, because I don't have enough now. And the repair speed. It's important to repair the mass. Okay. Oh, I didn't have enough. That's why it didn't work. Oh, okay. God, I feel dumb now. So I could buy a new ship if I had more money. I'll just upgrade the one I have, right? Oh, I should have got the lifeboat. That's actually... That's cool. Okay. You make your way to the dockside tavern to notice a few cultists. In the midday bustle, it's easy for you to slip by unnoticed. It's harder, however, to resist slipping a dagger into the weapon. Approaching a tavern door, a hand grabs your shoulder. You pivot, primed to fight, only to be faced with your former criminal. Captain, these cultists seem to have tarred us with your brush. We might all be safer together now. Plus, be ashamed that we were left out of the songs about you. They hand you a small, heavy pouch to put towards hiring an extra hand. You agree to meet back at the ship once you've checked for any potential recruits in the tavern. Does that mean my crews come back? You can dismiss current crew and hire new crew in the tavern. The bottom row displays your crew. The top row displays the available crew. entire crew by dragging their card from the top row onto an empty slot on the bottom one. Now, I don't want another marine or a navigator. I want a gunner. So, I don't know, likes puppies, loves kittens. Not so keen on humans and on the fence about fish. That's funny. The Incredible Nurse. Yeah, look, there's definitely no point doubling up on navigators. And they increase as well the longer they're with you, I remember that. How do I... If I sell a few supplies... Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. We leave towards the docks, which are swarming with the growing crowd. Dozens of ships flying the pulse of the signal approaching. My curiosity and tension. How come I couldn't go back to the shipwright? See, this is I think where I started getting frustrated with this game before, because I don't understand how to get to the screen they showed me before. Several ships seem to have had a similar idea, attempting to escape the incoming cult vessels. Some slow down in surrender, others speed past the blockade, while some engage in bloody battle. The cultist ship bearing down fast doesn't interview with much. Fighting again, are we? Void. Why couldn't I get into the place to sell my goods? What was I supposed to click on? Halifron are aquatic monsters that appear on cult vessels. They can dive into the water, swim at great speed, and board you. They are fearsome melee fighters. Be especially wary of Halifron with a red skin. So we want these guys to fight them because they are. Leave our doctor alone. That exploded. Move! Move away from me! Oh my god. Oh, can we use some water? Down there and heal him too. Heal him too. This shot is oh no, heal them. You don't heal them. Then you can. Alright, that's not going too badly. Maybe dead. I was worried there. I didn't think I was doing too well. If I ran them, it was fine, right? See the fleeing vessels dealt with, 3 more cult ships tack towards you. You rapidly close the sails. So, okay. The bar highlighted at the bottom of the screen represents how close the cult are to tracking you down. Once all the bars and the cult symbol are fully lit, you will be chased by either a cult ship, the Halifron, or the Kraken itself. When dealing with events using the cult symbol, you can decrease the bar by defeating the enemy. If, however, you flee, the cult will be onto you and the bar will increase. I guess, I don't know. Two ships are sailing into view. You recognize one of them as having fled the port that came under attack. Their pursuer is a cult vessel slowly gaining ground. What are your orders, Captain? Attack the cult ship. So, I'm gonna... yeah. I think that means the other ship is good guys. Cult vessel immediately switches attention to you. Whatever else happens, you bought the fleeing ship time. Oh, I think that said I made a friend. There was like a little bit of... My sails are in trouble, huh? I don't mind about those guns. I need my sails. Oh, we did it. We did it from a distance. But you see, I don't know what kind of guns they have. While the battle was underway, the fleeing ship continued to escape. They are long gone, but at least temporarily safe from the cult. You set about collecting your prize. Now I can afford that guy. We've gone there. Okay, let's have a look what we got. Right, the map is unexplored, and that means I don't have a lighthouse to go to. So we'll just go look for stuff over that. Suppose that's one way of doing it. Cultists, oh, take them on. I'm feeling brave. Your spyglass is trained on a reprehensible sight. A cult, a slave ship. Ooh, maybe I'll get some crew. It's travelling slowly, no doubt, weighed down by its human cargo. You know what horrors lie in wait for the slaves. Won't let a fellow human go through such a nightmare. You remind the crew to be wary. If the ship is destroyed, everyone on board, slaves and all, will die. Oh, so don't just ship. I see. This then. Keep an eye on it. How do I not destroy it? It hasn't told me that. Tell me that. How do you do a boarding action? ship, lads. I honestly don't want to. Really don't want to do this wrong. Prepare the sails so we can get closer. I'm gonna try to wrap like I was trying to get. I don't know. I guess I got this. Why? So what was I? This is what really annoys me with the game. It told me, like, what was I supposed to do? As soon as the death blow was struck, the screaming from the hold started. It was silenced as soon as the hull slipped beneath the waves. The sound will haunt all your dreams for many a night, enough to mentally scar. Right, so what did you want me to do? Like, why haven't you, like, you put that in the story, and you don't tell me how... How do you not destroy the ship? Fucking annoying. Now how do I get out of here? Oh, see, that to me, I mean, that's so shit. That really ruins it, because, like, what was I supposed to do? You've been keeping watch on a cult ship which has boarded a vessel belonging to the Artisans Guild. While you could avoid conflict entirely, the Artisans are always willing to repay their debts handsomely. That's really bothered me. Like, once you've salvaged what you can, the artisan vessel is eerily quiet, and once you board it you see why. The crew were murdered. There was no point letting the huge number of supplies on board go to waste or fall into cold hands, so you carry them across to your ship. I'll just follow this little arrow. It's not very realistic, is it? Maybe it's my headaches that tells me where to go. How many more? What do I need to get this gate open? One more. I'm so sad. Those slavers are so annoying. The nearby island provided cover for a dozen cult ships lying at anchor. Andrew, get out of here now. Tense minutes pass as you turn the ship around and flee as fast as you can. Once a clearer head prevailed, you could see that the ships were arranged in a way that suggested they were protecting something in the middle of them, although you are none the wiser as to what that meant. Interesting. Cult aware of your presence, timer increased. Uh-oh. The cult vessel is beached on an island. The cultists will be raiding nearby villages and farmsteads for slaves. The second cult ship lies in the water beside it. Waters by it, and immediately moves to intercept you to protect its prone companion. If we can take out the first ship quickly, we can bombard the beached vessel while it is vulnerable. If things don't go our way, we could be fighting one ship after the other. We're not ready for that. Yeah, I think we are. I mean, I'm sinking ships without meaning to. The cultists on the island planned in their raid, having spotted you too. Oops! The local islanders have gained a short retreat. If you can destroy the first ship quickly, you will not have to contend with two assailants. I think we have been pretty quick, right? We'll just get going. We'll be as quick as we quick. Although my bar is quite low, like I thought it was supposed to automatically, or it just means it automatically does the thing I do. I missed. I left it right there. It's actually really tall. The first battle won, you immediately turn your attention to the second. Really? Is that what we're doing? Or you just mean... oh, never mind. You just mean metaphorically. The cultists have returned to their ship, but are struggling to get it back into the water. They present an easy target for you and take great benefit. Before long, the cult ship is destroyed, entirely lying in tattered rags along the beach. You can only imagine how grateful the little islanders will be for your timely intervention. You collect the obvious valuables and set sail. How nice. Look out for the rocks. I think it goes around the rocks. Okay, I can actually see it. Oops. So, I think that's pretty much all you need to know. I'm getting frustrated now because I don't quite understand what I'm doing, but I think I've pretty much learned the game. seems the cult has thrown caution to the wind since your departure and the appearance of the Kraken, Halathron on land, blockading a port. Their audacity galls you. You give up any hope of a quiet escape. Lying awake for hours, you rack your brains over how you can fight a deep-sea creature you cannot reach. Fitful sleep finally claims you. An ancient, unfathomable consciousness bears down on you with terrible weight. Tentacles rise again, snatching at you, but now you can hold them off. You sense frustration and a curiosity from the consciousness at your newfound strength. A huge, gaping maw emerges from the blackness, ready to envelop you. A beacon appears in the hot, encroaching darkness, before sinking beneath you and exploding in absolute illumination. The maw shrinks back with a roar. You sit bolt upright in your bunk, taut with realization. If you can somehow hit the Kraken underwater, it may emerge and become vulnerable. But how? An indistinct memory forms, emerging as if from a thick fog. Yes, now you remember the isle where answers live. You call the crew to attention. We make for the Isle of Landfall. If the artificers in the Great Library don't know how to help us, no one will. Pause, letting this new information sink in. Without updated charts, we won't know the safest sea routes there, so we must first find an explorer's guild in a nearby port. So, to navigate the... never mind. Let's see, if we see a lighthouse, I'll go to the lighthouse. Yeah, I prefer to go to the lighthouse than follow this blind thing. Ooh, lightning. Lightning storm. Oh, what's that mean? Where is this lighthouse? I missed it. Whoops. Lovely. We have a full map. Dead Man's Spire. There's some treasure there. What's that? I don't know what that means. Some fish. So that's a... what's that? A fort and a port? Alright. Wait, no. Where am I right now? Oh, that's the lighthouse, is it? No, I'm over here. I don't know. Don't know where I am. Let's see what this is over here. Diving expedition. What stories could the crew of your ship now float above tell of their ships and their tragic demise? But more importantly, what valuables did they leave behind? Do you wish to delve into the deep to find out? But I don't have a diving bell, so no. Right, let's visit this place. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oh, it's just like a... oh, I can't... it's not actually somewhere I can go. Oh. Is this one? An imposing stone structure rises out of the water, a daunting challenge for any captain to take on. The guards of the sea fort stand attentively by their guns, daring at killing all of its crew. If you disable the mega mortar by destroying all 4 stone sections, the fort will soon surrender. Come back when we're better prepared? Yeah, I mean... I thought I was trying to find a... oh, I guess that's the port, is it? Alright, let's go get these things and then... I don't know if my guns can take on a fort. People go about their business unaware that their neighbor port was captured by the cult. You make your way to the Explorers Guild so you can gain information on the safe routes to landfall. On the way, you pass several of the other places of interest in the port. Right, if you ever find yourself on the wrong side of the law, you can pay off fines in the magistrate. Pay the bounty to clear your wanted level. The higher the wanted level, the more expensive the bounty is. I don't have one, so that's fine. Okay, visit the apothecary. Select a crew member. Oh, throughout your adventure, your crew may require the services of an apothecary. When your crew are incapacitated in combat, they will pick up a negative physical trait. These provide a modifier to how that crew member performs. An apothecary can heal these ailments. In some events, your crew can become badly hurt. When this happens, they are unavailable to use in combat. You can revive them here. Right, well, before that, last time you wouldn't let me come back to anything. So, oh, fine. Check out the sometimes things will not go your way, and you may find yourself alone and low on money, in desperate need of a crew to help claw your way back to the top. In these instances, a prison is a way to replenish your crew at a very low cost. Hey look, a gunner. If by paying their fine you can have these criminals serve on your ship. They do, however, have negative mental traits that hamper their effectiveness. Each criminal is unable to gain experience, so they will always stay at the basic level. That's stupid. Fairweather friend. 20% reduction in navigation, reloading, repairing, and melee in combat with rain. And... oh, you're not going to let me do anything! You can file your own charts mapping out the local area in the Explorers Guild. They'll pay you a small reward for this updated information. You can do this by uncovering the fog of war in the map where the port is located. Click on the highlighted button to file your charts. Okay, great. Lovely, thank you. Abandon ship autosaves your game continually. It will also save your game when you quit via the pause menu, when the option reads save and exit. Death is permanent. When you die, your autosave will be deleted. However, if you obtain a captain's log, this will allow you to create a captain's log save. Dying with a captain's log save means you'll be able to load back to that last captain's log save and resume your adventure from there. I should do that. We've just given you a captain's log. Use it now by clicking on the save game button. Use a captain's log to... yeah, okay. Great. So I guess... okay, captain's logs can be found in special golden shipwrecks accessible via a diving bell. You may occasionally find them via other means too. Be warned though, captain's logs are rare and finite. You must choose when to use them carefully, otherwise you risk losing a lot of progress. When you have finished, leave the port by clicking on the highlighted button. Okay, I'm guessing, so if they've given me the captain's log, that's probably the end of the tutorial section. So that's quite nice. Yeah, I think I'll play on a bit. It's pretty good. Very pretty pictures. I like making choices. Ship battles are fun. Lots to explore. Bit frustrating, but yeah. So I'll actually end this video here, as that's the end of the intro section. But I will definitely play some more, even though this isn't like normally what I would be streaming, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. If you've been watching, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and there will be more, but for now I'll say goodnight. Love to the world. Peace out. Have a great night. Bye.